Hey everybody, like I said a couple times this week, I'm gone today, I'll be gone tomorrow, and I will also be gone on Monday and Tuesday. So I've made a couple videos for you to watch to try and help you get through the couple days while I'm gone. I also have some really terrific news. The sub knows her stuff and is another excellent resource. So if you have any questions at all about the math stuff, please ask her. We are going to be doing some problems up on my board today and walking you through equations and inequalities. So take a moment and at the top of a fresh sheet of paper, as we have been doing for the last several days, write equations and inequalities. And I believe we've even been underlining. Equations and inequalities. Equations are these expressions that have equal signs. Okay? And inequalities are going to have less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or greater than. Okay? And now the goal today, what we've been doing is taking values, setting them equal to a variable, and then taking the value and plugging it into an expression and evaluating the expression. We're doing something very similar today. The difference is, today after we evaluate the expression, we have to find out, did we get the answer we were looking for? Did we get an answer that makes sense? Okay? Let me give you an example. If I say 3x equals 15, and I say, or I ask you, is x equal 5 a solution to that? Well, then you have to say, okay. And we're going to go back to what we were doing on Monday and Tuesday and take the 5 and plug that in for x. You're going to remember that a number next to a variable like this is always multiplication. So this will become 3 times 5 equals 15. 3 times 5 is 15, and 15 equals 15. And this last step is the one that's the most important. We said, okay, 15 equals 15, that makes sense. That's a true statement. Therefore, yes, x equals 5 is a solution to this equation. Because at the end, I got a true statement, 15 equals 15. So this is a yes. We're going to do a couple more examples, and then we'll jump into inequalities, which are very, very similar. Let's do 2x plus 8 equals 19. Okay? And take a moment and stare at this. And if I ask you, is x equals 5 a solution to this problem? Same process. Take that 5, plug it in for x. Remember that this is multiplication. So 2 times 5 plus 8 equals 19. If you remember from yesterday, order of operations, we have to do multiplication first. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 8 equals 19. 10 plus 8 is 18. And now we're at the end again, and we ask ourselves a question. Does 18 equals 19? Does 18 equal 19? No. Nope. Those are very different numbers. So this is not a solution to our problem. Okay? Let's do one on our own here. Let's try 60 divided by x minus 3 equals 4, where x equals 10. Take just a moment, pause the video, and go ahead and try this problem, and then I'll see you on the flip side. All right, let's take a look at this problem. We're going to do just what we have been doing. We're going to take the 10 and plug it in for the x. 60 divided by 10 minus 3 equals 4. Like yesterday, we need to make sure that we are doing our division before we do our subtraction. 60 divided by 10 is 6. Minus 3 equals 4. 6 minus 3 is 3. Does 3 equal 4? It does not. So this is not a solution to this problem, to this equation. Okay? So let's do some inequalities, which function practically the same way. The difference is, with equations, there's only going to be like one possible answer that we're looking for, but inequalities, there are going to be a whole bunch of them. For example, if I wrote x is greater than 5. And I said x equals 7. Is that a solution? Yes, it is. Is x equal 50 a solution? Yes. Is x equals 4 a solution? It is not, because 4 is not bigger than 5, and both 7 and 50 are. So with equations, we were just checking that one number. But at the end of this, after we do all the math, it's going to look just a little bit different because there are going to be so many possibilities. So let's try a couple of these together. Let's do 5x minus 2 is less than or equal to, let's say, 7. And let's have x equal 2. Is that a solution to this problem? Let's find out. We're going to take the 2 and we're going to plug it in for x. 5 times 2 minus 2 is less than or equal to 7. Again, from yesterday, order of operations is really important here. If you do 2 minus 2 first, you're going to get the wrong answer. You have to do 5 times 2 first, which is 10. Minus 2 is less than or equal to 7. 10 minus 2 is 8. Is 8 less than or equal to 7? No, this is not a solution to this problem, because 8 is bigger than 7, and therefore not less than or equal to. Oh, let's do x divided by 2 plus 12 is, let's say, greater than or equal to 17. And check for x equals 10. Okay? So after we simplify, we need to find out if our final answer is greater than or equal to 17. So take this 10, plug it in. 10 divided by 2 plus 12 greater than or equal to 17. 10 divided by 2 is 5 plus 12 is greater than or equal to 17. 17 is greater than or equal to 17. Now remember, that line underneath of the less than and the greater than symbol means it could also be equal. For less than and greater than, it has to be bigger or smaller. But for these two, it can be the same. So 17, is that bigger or the same as 17? Yeah, it's the same as. So this is a solution. That's all. I'll even put a little smiley face, which is about as much celebration as I intend to do here. All right. Let's mosey on. I gotta tell y'all, teaching without people in the class is kind of awkward. I hope it's less awkward on the other end of this. I secretly suspect it's not. So thank you all for playing along. Let's do 5x plus 15 less than or equal to 25, and check for x equals 3. Take a minute, we're going to do this one on your own, so go ahead and pause the video, and I'll see you on the flip side. I don't know how long I should stand here. Okay, so we're going to take this 3, we're going to plug it in for x. Just I am. This will become 5 times 3 plus 15 is less than or equal to 25. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 15 is less than or equal to 25. 15 and 15 is 30, less than or equal to 25. 30 is not less than or equal to 25, so again, this is not a solution, frowny face. Okay, so that's all the lesson that I want to talk about today. I was able to keep it under 10 minutes. If you have questions, please ask the sub. She's wonderful. Otherwise, go ahead, jump into your homework. If you get some stuff wrong, make sure you're looking at the correct answers so you know what it is you did wrong. And then I will see you same great time, same great channel tomorrow.